Neuchâtel is about an hour and a half drive from Geneva, and it is on Lac de Neuchâtel, so that's Neuchâtel Lake, and we went for a weekend trip, so follow us. Please subscribe and click on the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. The first thing we did was take a mini train ride around the city. This way you get to see the layout of the city and move up and down these enormous hills. They're very, very steep. It reminds me of San Francisco. At the top of the hill is the Collègial, which is the main tower, and that's something that we are going to visit the next day. Down on the lake there is this jetty that sticks out, and it's very wobbly and it's quite scary when you're walking out on it, so it's worth having a little walk down there. The first day we got there it was cold and cloudy, as you can see, and the next 2 days were very nice. But this walk out is very long and it's very wobbly and it's quite scary, so my knees were knocking together on this one. The lake area itself has a couple hotels, a couple restaurants, but I think the main action is really more in the center of town rather than by the lake. So you'll be walking through the streets and find some great things to eat and drink. There's nice restaurants. This is from the top of one of the roads. It's very steep. You can see this little sign here says it's 16 degrees. And there's obviously some beautiful buildings and there's some shops. It's all pedestrian. It's quite fun to see as well what they've got in the way of decor and the way that they've styled the city. This is funny. This is this laundry hanging up, but it's actually an art feature, so don't worry. They don't allow that to happen in Switzerland normally. Suchard is a chocolate maker and he is from Neuchâtel. So on Saturday morning, I was really lucky. They have a flea market 4 times a year, and it happened to be on the Saturday we were there. I was really lucky. I found this big, enormous Mont Blanc 3D map and got my son to carry it back for me. It was only 5 francs. I just had to take a picture of this gutter coming down, and it was just fitting around the building. But the architecture in Neuchâtel is amazing, and when you take the little mini train, it will give you a lot of explanations about the history and about the stones that they used to build the buildings, which is this yellow stone. It's very common there, but you really need to wear some comfortable walking shoes because it is very steep, and there are some obviously stairs to go up as well. So this is at the very top now. We're coming to the tower, which is called the Collègial. That's the peaks you can see here. And you have to go across this bridge to get to it if you're coming from that side. This is the view from the top of the lake. And we also got a private tour of the Collègial building and next to it as well. So this yellow stone is very common there, and this is how they build most of the buildings in Neuchâtel and the neighboring area. This is the view from the top. There's a little cafe there as well, which is great, having a drink up there. We were lucky on the second day, so on Saturday it was nice weather, as Sunday was as well. And this is inside now, so this is the main areas where they hold the justice courts and anything official. It's all hand painted on the walls. It's just amazing. The photos I've taken don't really do it justice, but it's got just beautiful details and gold, and The woman who was giving us the tour did a really good job of explaining everything to you, and I'm not going to even try and explain it to you because it's worth going and having it repeated to you from somebody who's knowledgeable. This is a hand-painted ceiling to make it look like marble. I love this picture. So this is one of the officials that was in charge of Neuchâtel at one point, and everybody got to have different paintings made and they could say how they wanted it to be. So this is actually in the church now at the top, and it's being renovated at the moment, so we only got to see a portion of it. But it has some beautiful sculptures, the organ, and some stained glass. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and click on the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos.